Hey y'all, welcome to the Motivation Babe podcast. I am your host, Hills, the Motivation Babe, and I am on a mission to empower you and thousands of women every single day. I think of the Motivation Babe podcast as your go-to resource for mindset talks that give you the confidence to become the best version of yourself. I am so honored you are here. Get ready to level up as we dive in. Hello, friends. Welcome back to another episode of the Motivation Babe podcast. With me, it's your girl, it's Hills. Hey guys, let's wrap up 2024. How are we doing? How are we doing, friends? Okay, let's talk about it. 2024. How are we feeling, honestly? Like this year, this episode is actually kind of like an oxymoron because one, yes, I want to share how I pivoted a lot this year that introduced me to so many new opportunities and success and income, revenue streams, people, collaborations, like, oh my gosh. But it happened as a byproduct of things not happening. And that's what I want to get into today is one, yes, talk about how I completely transformed my life this year and aligned myself for bigger and better so you can learn, take away, have the insights to do and apply this in your own life. But two is to have a real conversation with you, with no fluff conversation like I always do on here, and share that maybe you are like me in the way that 2024 did not go anywhere near as I planned. Like, can anyone relate? Hi, tell me I'm not alone. 2024 did not go as I planned it from the jump. January 1st, 2024, one, who is she? We don't know her. And two, wow, the goals, the things I wanted to do, the things, the ideas that everything took a pivot and it had to reroute. And let me get into it. I just want to start by hi, you're not alone. If you feel like 2024, what the heck is happening? What was this year? It was a waste of a year. I'm nowhere where I thought I would be. I'm in the same place. No, you are not. No, you are not. I'm going to help you reframe where you are today and where you're going, because we are looking towards the future. We are looking towards your success. We have to be future results oriented and driven. And we need to do that reframe in our mindsets, because that is what I did over and over and over and over this year. And I swear, I found a little formula that worked, and I just kept doing it and kept receiving abundance, success, opportunities, prosperity. Boom, boom, boom. You ready? Let's dive in. Okay. So let's talk about the reframe here. So if your 2024, your goals did not go as planned, it is not a loss, babe. Do you hear me? It is not a loss. Remember, rejection is only redirection. It is a win because it's setting you up for something greater. This right here. This was the biggest lesson I learned, and something I repeat to myself literally almost on the daily, like an affirmation. If not this, something better. If not this, something better. If not this, something better. God, please, universe, guide me. If it's not going to be this, it's because you have something better lined up for me. Can I get an amen? Right? Because of if we want to say that redirection, right? Because of that rejection, because things didn't happen the way they did, can we reframe for a minute and actually say it this way? Yes, things didn't happen the way we originally anticipated, but it laid me a new foundation. Ooh, I like that. It laid me a new foundation to build on as we move into the new year. Doesn't that feel good? Doesn't that sound good? The work you did is never, that's never a wash. The work you do personally in your personal development, the work you do outwardly in achieving your goals and going for promotions and trying to get raises in families and life, relationships, health, weight loss, everything, right? The work you did, you are closer than you were when you started. You gained something intrinsically inside of you that said, I I I took action. I did it. Let me tell you this really quick. Ready? I heard this yesterday. Motivation doesn't lead to action. It's your action that triggers your motivation. So I don't care what action you took, big or small this year. You did something that it gave you some motivation, and that does something in your brain. It's this, all this neuroscience of the studies of our brain, like all of this is, think about the little needle. Okay. It's moving in the positive direction. It's moving in the positive direction. And I'm going to tell you this. I always have this kind of analogy, this picture in my head of the needle. So think about the needle that goes like left to right. Like, so when we are a leading indicator of your needle moving, of moving the needle, okay, the leading indicator, y'all, this is how you know what you're going to get. It's the way you feel. It's the way you feel in the things that you're doing and the way that you're doing it. The way you feel is the leading indicator of the results you're going to get. So let your emotions guide you towards feeling good, joyful, prosperous, happy. I swear it sounds woo-woo, it sounds crazy, it sounds silly, but I mean, hey, we're trying all the things here. I've tried all the things to achieve success and my goals, and I swear that is the simplest explanation, that is the most consistent in 2024. The way I felt was the leading indicator of the way that outcome was going to turn out, positively or negatively. Just let that sink in for a minute. While we're in the reframe, okay? While we're in this reframe, we're kind of just like looking back right now, like, I don't know, Hills, this sounds good and all. I love the motivation you're giving me, the hype you're giving me, but girl, like this year, like you don't even understand. Okay, I'm going to give you that. I want to first always honor where you are today and say, I'm here for you. This is a safe place to come and be. And regardless of what's happening in your life and the hardship and the challenges you're facing, we're going to talk about challenges here in a minute. I honor you and your journey and your path, but I'm also going to encourage you to find a way to achieve and grow and get closer to the life you desire, even if you feel like it's not, you just can't see it yet, you can't grasp it yet. Like, just hang tight with me. Keep tuning in, keep coming here. This is your safe place to kind of put everything aside and just like, you're in the zone right now. You're able to reflect on your own thoughts, and I'm just the soundboard facilitating those thoughts in your head. Does that sound good? Okay, so I know 2024, everyone has a different experience. We had a very, very crazy year, but just reflect on it and take an inventory month to month. And we said earlier, what's the leading indicator? It's the way we feel, and it's the way we feel will often lead to that desired result. So go ahead and reflect January, February, March, April, May, June, July, and forth, and go ahead and take note of those highlights, I don't even want to say the wins, but it's like when you felt so excited and happy and joyful, and like when you felt so good, inventory that and see if you can find a link between those highlights of feeling amazing and incredible and excited and like what was happening around you, your friends, your family. Like, see if there's a link there. I can guarantee you there's going to be one. And look, I touched on challenges because this was a challenging year for many of us. And I want to talk about challenges, adversity, obstacles. Look, it's inevitable. I'm not going to sugarcoat this for you. No one is immune to experiencing challenges, and especially when we are growing. Because when we are growing, we get uncomfortable. Growth is meant to be full of challenges and discomfort because it's pushing us out of our comfort zone. When we push ourselves outside of our comfort zone, we're going into the unknown. And I want to talk about the unknown. I actually called it this year. I referenced the unknown as the messy middle for me. Okay, so here's what I did differently this year than I've ever done before. I embraced the challenge. I got comfortable in the messy middle. I would actually like lean into it more and more, when naturally I feel like I always avoided the messy middle. I avoided feeling challenged, and I avoided the stress, avoided the imposter syndrome, I would just avoid it. And I don't know if I'm the only one who would do that, but maybe if you do it too, like you can relate to that. But I like totally leaned into it. So here is what I did. I learned to anticipate and prepare myself mentally with a solution-focused, results-driven mindset. I knew if I am challenging myself with X goal, this is going to mean I must take specific action that I may never done before. And I'm going to get very uncomfortable. And in that discomfort, I may experience imposter syndrome, which I did this year for the first time in a long time. And I was like, oh my gosh, what is this feeling? This sucks. Imposter syndrome. I was like, whoa. Okay. So I knew if I'm going to a new level, have you heard the saying, new devil, new level? Or new level, new devil. Okay. I knew there was going to be a challenge I was going to be faced with, but I already knew going in, this is my way out. This is my plan of action. I am a results-driven, solution-oriented individual, and I will make my way through this. Like I prepped myself before I even began. Oh, that right there. Think about it. Think about a runner at a race, right? They don't go run the race at the Olympics. They are running and running and running and practicing. Same for our goals. We can't just poof. Okay, go get your goals. It's like, no, all the amount of preparation we do to actually achieve a goal. And we really want to do 3-month sprints, the 3x3x3. Do y'all remember me talking about that? You really want, that was a game changer for me this year, was like 3-month sprints, 90 days to accomplish a goal, and then boom, on to the next. That's what really helped me move the needle. But just like the runners, they are training their bodies. We must train our minds for our goals in being solution oriented and just saying like, I know it's going to come with its challenges. I know it's going to require X amount of work. I know it's going to be hard and tedious and stressful at certain times, but this is my way out. This is my accountability partner. This is how I'm going to lean on a resource. This is what I'm going to do during this time, right? We find solutions. When we find the solutions before there's even a problem, it is just like a bump on a log. Like it's like, oh, okay, on to the next. I think when you're preparing yourself for challenges, I want you to set your goals, and take a thorough kind of assessment, like a SWOT analysis, right? So if this is my goal, what are my strengths? What are my obstacles? What are my weaknesses? What's the T? I forget. So you want to do that analysis of like, what are the challenges that might arise, right? And how can we plan for them from the jump, right? This mindset shift, I swear, will change your life. It's what I did, leaned into the messy middle and said, let's do this. I'm prepared. When we come prepared, we are unstoppable, ladies. Okay. I know we are running. Wow. I can't believe I've been talking for so long already. Look, I want to wrap this up for you. I want to give you, earlier I said, I think I found a formula that worked for me. Okay. This is the formula I'm giving to you. Ready? It's really easy. If you know me, I love acronyms. I like making things really sticky and easy to remember. So it's 4 A's: awareness, audit, action, accountability. One more time. Awareness. Get clear on your goals, where you're at and where you're going. Awareness. Get clarity. Audit. What do you need to stop doing, start doing, continue doing, and change? You must analyze what's working and what is not. Third, action. Run in 3-month sprints. And while you're in action, something I started to do this year was start my Go Me list. If you've been listening for a while or been in a program recently, I've talked about the Go Me list. In my phone, every month is a Go Me list where every time I take an action that's moving in the positive direction, it may not be a win, it may not be anything crazy, but I was fun. I talked to this person. I had this conversation. I went here for the first time. This was really cool to experience. It's a go me moment. Cool. I did something different, right? I pushed myself outside of my comfort zone. Things are happening. Opportunities are arising. Action. Remember, through action comes motivation. Action triggers motivation. It is a shot of dopamine for the brain. Okay. So action. Fourth is accountability. Y'all, we talk about accountability a lot. We talk about coaches and mentors on here almost literally every episode. I'm saying get a coach, get a mentor, because I'm serious. Like if I don't want to cry, but the mentorship I had in 2024 is what got me through this year. When I wanted to quit, throw in the towel, I was so, in my own head, it was my mentors, the people that I surround myself with that pull me out of those dark and scary moments and keep me aligned with my vision and my goals and believe in me and see it for me. They hold the vision for you. Find a mentor, a coach, a friend. But here's the thing. You need to find someone that you look up to. You need to find someone who is, ahead of you, beyond you, someone that you aspire to. Statistically speaking, when you share your goals with someone like that, there is this correlation that shows like you are more likely to succeed when you share those goals with them, because there's just a higher level of accountability. So find the right person to be in your corner and have a monthly accountability check-in. These are my goals this quarter. This is where I'm at. These are the 3 actions I'm taking. And here is my audit. What am I not seeing? What am I seeing? I feel like this. Help me reframe my mindset. Okay. That's it right there. Look, 2024. I am so freaking shocked where I'm at. Everything that I'm experiencing right now, y'all, is bigger and better than my own original goals. Like God has a bigger plan for us. Like seriously, everything I thought would happen was basically like, nope, but you're getting this instead. Like my whole life upgraded. I now work with the #1 consulting firm in the world. Just like increase my income exponentially, being able to really pivot my business into, I'm so excited for next year, being able to collaborate within my community and to give back through some philanthropic work, being able to really find my grounding and my trust in myself and my knowing that the desires I have are meant for me. Like sometimes I would get scared my goals were too big. And now living a bigger version of me in my life, I'm like, oh, we're just getting started. So take a moment to reflect on your 2024. Like maybe you're not where you thought you were, but are you somewhere better? And I hope you are. I hope you are. Y'all, I just wanted to share my journey this year in what's worked for me, these techniques, right? And really just like constantly reframing my mindset and like really leaning into how am I feeling and embracing the change in the messy middle, right? And preparing myself for challenges that may occur along the way. To have that 4-step success formula, awareness, audit, action, accountability, you can implement this today. You can take any one of these pieces and see what works for you and leave the rest. Something in here is going to work for you today. All right. Before we go, I wanted to talk about what happened last month. Y'all, November, we did a 5-day challenge, Unleash Her Potential. Oh my gosh, that was one so fun to do, like a live challenge. There was about 30 participants and the challenge did end, but I was like, no, we got to keep this going. I have to find a way to repurpose this. So I repurposed all the content so you can access it now and forever. Anyone can hop in whenever they want. And it's dripped content 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 days. It is delivered via private podcast audio feed. So you get me like this. Okay. And you get a downloadable resource guide every day and do the resource guide like that. I spent hours creating those resource guides, like, because that is like the science-backed, evidence-based work that is proven to help you in your transformation, achieving your potential, moving the needle, becoming the best version of you. Unleash your potential. You find clarity. You kind of get recentered, recalibrated, and refocus. Honestly, this is perfect for end of the year. I did not even anticipate like saying all this, but like go in, grab the 5-day Unleash Your Potential program. Okay. Reach out if you have questions. You know where to find me on Instagram at motivationbabe.co. This was a longer episode than most, but I hope you enjoyed the episode today and screenshot, tag me. I cannot wait to hear from you and to be on our next episode. Okay, guys, until then, have a beautiful day. Bye.